Have you ever been told that you just were behind? Like everybody was criticizing you for being completely behind your peers. I mean, it's not the first time that that's ever happened to anybody, and it's not the first time that it's happened to me, but it's happened. Personally, I think it's actually really good to feel like you're left behind because it pushes you to go towards your goals instead of just sitting at home scrolling and watching every single season of Bloodhounds because your dad and your friends are getting you into K-dramas. And I will admit, it's a very good show. I mean, one of my solutions is to physically just drive to campus. And as you can see, I'm back here. I'm back in my favorite building. And no, don't criticize me. I'm gonna record in here multiple times because it's nice. And it feels like my own mansion, okay? But when it comes to chasing your dreams, you're technically the one that's supposed to be consistent and hold yourself accountable. Isn't that right? Aren't you supposed to be doing something right now? People tell me all the time, oh, you're just 19. Oh, you're only 19. When I was your age, I was able to invest in it. No, when you were my age, you didn't have a price of gasoline burning a hole in your pocket and draining every single cent out of your bank account. And you didn't feel like you wanted to run away from your country because of how crazy everything is. I don't have enough income for this, government. Please stop. Please stop. The second we get our hands on social media, we start scrolling and we start seeing that, man, everybody's has it really good. Am I just a loser? And yeah, you know what? You're right. You are a loser. You don't know why? Because we like to compare ourselves. Why would we compare ourselves to somebody who's not even us, who's clearly not us? And you know what? Maybe I'm just not Sam Sulik's target audience. And maybe Sam Sulik isn't thinking about people like me when he's making his videos. Maybe Sam Sulik is not thinking about Sam Sulik. He's just lifting weights, okay? The thing is comparison is a perception of other people and a perception of ourselves in comparison to other people when really that's not the point. But I'm gonna be real. Literally every single time I make a video, it comes back to clock me really hard. And it's like, wow, I made a video that's talking to myself in the future, and man, does that stink. To be completely honest, yes, I do compare myself to Korean culture, to David Achu for my videos, and to this tree because have you seen my physique? When you're on your phone, it turns out that you're not actually watching people's miraculous lives. You're just seeing the highlight reel. And when you're doom scrolling, you don't see any of the bad stuff or the hardships that they go through. Which is why I personally think that scrolling and sulking are the worst thing you can do for motivation. And I'm gonna go back to it. Comparison is actually good for you because sometimes you'll pick up your phone and see people your age making it, whatever that means, and it pushes you and gives you that little spark. You're like, I'm gonna look at where I am right now and where I should be. Like, if this kid can do it, why can't I? Why can't I be successful? Why can't I have a six-figure business? Like, how are they doing that? Why can't I do that? And you can use that instead of sulking about it. You can actually use that motivation to sort of check yourself while you're sitting on the couch with chip crumbs on your shirt, thinking about what you should be doing instead of what you are doing right now. And these aren't even the good chips. These are the chips that your mom buys because Lay's was too expensive or something. I don't know why she buys them. But here's what I do know. The days that I scroll and I waste the entire day away always come after days that I try to do too much. And that's usually when everybody steps in and they're like, you're doing too much. You need to start balancing your life. And I don't really know how they can say that when they don't know what it's like to be a 19-year-old that has dreams and passions that don't care if you're sleepy or sad. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I think you should use comparison as a tool. You pick up your phone, use it like a lighter. You light that fire, you get a fire started in you, get motivated, get going, and then you can go on your way. And see, this is my problem. I get consumed with the content and I try to find motivation where it isn't at, and eventually I just lose all the motivation altogether. And to be honest with you, I don't have a clean answer. I wish I did, but I don't. Sometimes I just set my phone down and I wait for a couple days for the motivation to come back, and it takes a while. And maybe that's a terrible way to do it, but it's okay. Don't worry. If you compare yourself to your role model like Markiplier or David Achu or Mark Twain or Leonardo da Vinci or James Cameron, all these role models that you have in your life, if you compare yourself to them, you'll just see that you're a loser. You're just a loser. And it's okay, because I'm a loser too. But as much as people would like to think that fixing comparison is taking a cold shower or journaling out your feelings, I don't think it's any of that, actually. Maybe the solution to comparison is actually trying to come to terms with the fact that you lost today and you're just gonna have to try again harder tomorrow. Go a little bit harder tomorrow, okay? It's okay, you can do it. I know you can. Just go back at it tomorrow. Don't give up on today. Moral of the story is comparison is good in moderation. And the second that everyone starts to tell you that you need to balance this with everything else, just remember, they don't know what it's like to be a person like you or me, our age, in this time and era, and trying to pursue our dreams and ambitions that don't rest when we're feeling sleepy or sad. Bye for now.